Oops, there we are. Hi, I'm Archie. Thanks for visiting here. Hopefully you've arrived at the landing page for my book, A Guide to First Contact, because that's what I'm going to talk about. If that's not where you're at, I'll give the web address at the end of this spiel. Now, Guide's been professionally edited by Stephen Cashmore of the Society of Editors and Proofreaders. So what is A Guide to First Contact? Like most science fiction, it's a blend of fact and fancy. It has larger and smaller story arcs. In the outermost arc, evolution is set into a narrative. In doing this, attention is drawn to a wrinkle or flaw in Darwin's thinking. Charles, I say to myself, you left it there as a convenience for future SF writers. Let's go back to the outermost story arc. This concerns classes of entity who are powerful enough to shape the course of life on Earth. To do this, they use creatures who double up as living tools. The former entities are star beings, and the latter, living tools, well, they're essentially a half-alive meteorite, which for story reasons becomes anémité. Events go awry and ultimately drive an anémité and a star being to take on human shape, albeit unbeknownst to each other. Now both become women. Did I say that in Guide, women are a whole lot more than window dressing? So, Guide has aliens who look like us, can act like us, and who, in the end, start to think like us. Enough of their story is shown for personality and desires to come through, what it means to be human. The smaller story arcs are set before the fall of the West, so they tell why civilization collapses. One sees Bahati lead a program to bring Neanderthal man back to life, and the other sees Rosina chasing down various conspiracies, such as one on uncertainty theory. That's where the process of observation affects that which is being observed. She also chases down UFOs and first contact conspiracies. The latter bears fruit. First contact occurs and sets off an unstoppable chain of events. What would an alien look like? Could some of them be similar in shape to everyday objects or naturally occurring phenomena? That's how it is in Guide. Apart from the fact that, in keeping with their function, star beings rarely acknowledge the lesser starfaring races. This brings us to the central story arc, which is set in the ruins of New York, Des Moines, and other post-apocalyptic locations. It concerns a hero, Trist, and splits into events in 2060 and in 2062. Events in 2060 revolve around what comes after us, that is. So what does come after us, humans? The apocalypse is the trigger. It takes the shape of a genetic storm which impacts on the human race in waves. Think disease. This plague is a precursor to post-human creatures who begin to appear. Trist meets one. Not everything is sweetness and light in this future Earth, but they reach out to each other. They even get to debate whether God exists. Events in 2062 see Trist become ensnared in a game of cat and mouse between Isharel and Zagita. These are, of course, the two aforementioned human-shaped women. So, what makes us human? Is it enough to appear so? Do you need to live and love? Is more required? What if you are designed so well that no one, not even you, realizes? And if your purpose is to destroy humanity, yet this is something you reject, what then? Is Guide run-of-the-mill science fiction? Judge for yourself. It is available on Kindle as product number B00EUI42U2 and in paperback using print-on-demand technology at lulu.com/content/ 7614126, and there's this hardback, again as POD, at lulu.com/content/794646. You can find the links to these books and more at A Guide to First Contact, all one word, .wordpress.com. This is in hardback. It's made up of the normal things. So let's see. Acknowledgements. Octagon Press. They've kindly given me permission to quote from Idris Shah. Hey, I had to say Idris Shah. Who's Idris Shah? Well, look him up on the net. This is about SF, not Sufism. Okay, I invite you to browse a site. The web pages contain insights on what's in A Guide to First Contact.